When Maddie was 3, she got the flu. And shortly after having the flu, we noticed that she had a butterfly rash. We also noticed the things that she could do, like getting up off the floor from a sitting position, climbing the stairs were a struggle. And the one day she actually crawled up the stairs is when we realized that there was something wrong.
Maddie has a diagnosis of juvenile dermatomyositis. Dermatomyositis, like the name implies, dermato is skin and myo is muscle, and itis means inflammation of, so it's a disease with inflammation of the skin and muscle. JDM is fairly rare. I mean, in the state of Indiana, where there's about 8 or 9 million kids, we usually see about 10, 15 kids a year with a new diagnosis of dermatomyositis.
So we were at Riley for 3 days. She had 3 different infusions. After the 3rd infusion, it was around the evening that we were sent home with steroids and methotrexate.
With my disease, it affects my skin and my muscles, and I can't really, my bones are more like, they're not as strong as normal bones are. So it's very rare that I get to like jump on a trampoline, and I can't go outside between like 10 and 3 because the UV is so high that it's not safe. Like even sunscreen can't protect me from it.
The number one goal was always get her off the steroids because it does such a number on bodies. We couldn't get her off the steroids, so they added a medicine called Cellcept. Once on the Cellcept, she went off of the methotrexate, and then we started to wean the steroid, which is what caused her next emergency room appointment.
She has some complications from some of the meds that were a little bit unusual.
So they told us that they were going to consciously sedate her and do a spinal tap because they wanted to see what was going on. And they had us leave the room. They went in and they started doing it, and then the doctor came running out, banging on the window to get another doctor, and they brought a crash cart in. And you know, people talk about those moments where you just drop, and I dropped. It seemed like forever. It was probably just a matter of seconds, and they eventually got her back under control, and, you know, we went in there, and it was just, at this point, it was late at night because, you know, running all these different tests, having all these different doctors come and look at her. It was a long day, and it was hard because she was still in so much pain, but they had to do that to figure out that she had this pseudotumor, what they call papilledema cerebri.
Maddie's really a good example of a little girl who needed a lot of extra people to be on her team. And the nice thing about Riley is there's that team approach.
For so many years, 6, 7 years, she was surviving. And just in the last year, even just the last 6 months, we say that she's not surviving, she's thriving.
That's, it makes me smile. She's just fun. She's really excited about being able to help give back. She's, I think that's one of the things that's most sweet about Maddie is she wants to help people. She doesn't see herself necessarily as someone who needs help. She sees herself as someone who can use this disease that she has to kind of help make other people's lives better.
One of the things that we like to say to Maddie is, you're given a lot, we need to give back. And it was her idea to pick Riley for the painting, and it was fabulous to see because she did all the work. I mean, she put in some major hours to raise over $1,000, and it was her hard work. But it was also seeing the people that were buying them because she was selling them for $20, but people weren't paying $20, so it was nice to see people open their hearts and their wallets to Riley.
If you're thinking about giving to Riley, you should, because a lot of kids wouldn't be here without Riley. We'll always be so grateful for that because they're trying to help these kids and like make sure that they're able to get what they need and help them thrive.
I can't say enough about Riley because you can't put an amount on saving your child's life.